A Star is Born.
A Star is Born.
Oh boy, was she.
Oh boy, was she.
All right.
Wait, we're talking about Lady Gaga, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful tale about Lady Gaga. Uh, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know. I never
She's
actually
a
knew.
she's an incredibly short Italian woman.
Oh, yeah.
She's like
I actually never.
she's like
Yeah, I
five
actually never,
one.
never. He's
Yeah.
5'1".
She's like 5'1".
Wow.
She's really short.
Yeah. I
Uh
always thought she looked different. Because back when I was young, I always thought she was just makeup and fake hair. So
yeah.
imagine my surprise when I saw her real face. I was born, and
Uh,
you
yeah,
know,
with no
she looked
makeup.
like, yeah, she looked like a human. It was the most giant thing ever.
yeah.
The fuck? You're real?
Yeah, she's 5'1",
Weak.
but uh she says she's 4'11".
I. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? That's. Is she bragging about it?
I don't know.
Sweetheart, you can change your name, but not your height.
Yeah, her name is something in Italian. I don't know.
I always call her Lady Gaga. Everyone does.
Yeah. Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotta. Germanata.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't change a thing. She has one of the best voices in music, so
See you in that Gucci movie.
and I will watch that Gucci movie,
Gucci. It's
The House of Gucci.
the house of Gucci. The house of the dead. Overkill.
House of Gucci.
The house of Gucci. Oh, well, it's connected to the Sopranos, but we didn't know about it until now.
That'd be some. That'd be some fucking connection.
And it's also secretly connected to the Godfather,
All right,
which is also
now we're
related to
pushing.
Goodfellas. Yeah, Goodfellas. And
And
then this lookalike like him in The Irishman, who has an Italian accent, but not really. He's Irish. It's fucking weird.
Joe Pesci reincarnated into
Especially
into
reincarnated, and then there's the spin-off gang American Gangster with the black people.
okay, A Star is Born.
Yeah, Star is Born. That's not an Italian mob movie, but it might as well be because I don't know Bradley Cooper. He likes getting wasted. He
And
gets very
pissing
fucked up,
himself.
pissing himself. I mean,
And he sure likes belts.
he sure likes belts. Sure likes belts. It's crazy how we saw him in the movie without pants like 5 times.
Oh yeah.
So it's very symbolic for him to end up with a belt around his neck.
Which I guess that I mean, if you want to get into like flaws immediately, I think.
Oh, well, go ahead. I don't know what to tell you. You go first.
Yeah,
I don't
um,
know how to start with this.
I
You go ahead.
felt that Jackson's sudden, and I mean sudden, swift into "I'm going to kill myself" was it felt a little too fast. I understand that the man was not okay, but it took him one conversation to push him over the edge.
Well, technically two conversations.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, and you got to consider the impact of those conversations, especially the one where it all started, where he basically said, "You're holding Ali back. You're the reason that her career is going to go down the drain because of you." And as we know through the movie, he really cares about Ali like a lot, as seen a lot through his final song. That is very
yeah.
clear.
My
He loves
love.
he loves no one else.
Yeah, he'll never love again.
he'll never love again. He will only love her, and yeah, for
His
her, for the better of her. And like the thing is, he saw how much he embarrassed her in the Emmys. That really hurt him more than it hurt her. You see that?
problem is that's something. Since this movie is very realistic, that's something that could have been totally worked out in conversation. And he went to rehab. He got help in
He did.
some way, in a very big way. He took a step.
He stopped drinking.
He stopped
He
drinking.
stopped doing drugs.
He went to rehab, and he stopped taking drugs. He was getting help. And also, that manager was completely out of line.
He was.
Like, we never get an exact time from how much time has passed between certain events.
I think they do tell us. The thing is that, which is very subtle, with because they tell us months tours. You know, they mentioned the summer tour in Europe, which is gonna happen soon, both between when he finished rehab. We can assume it's been a few months.
And if it's only been a few months, that's sorry. There was a bug on my
Yeah.
monitor. Probably shouldn't have smacked my monitor.
You probably should.
Granted, it wasn't the expensive one.
It was.
I have
Yeah.
a second. I have a second monitor. That's just a small TV.
No, you're gonna need a third one.
Well, no, I didn't smack it that hard.
You pushed through it. Fuck.
No, I made a mistake once, and punching a screen
Once.
once.
Oh,
Never again.
never again.
Never again.
Never again. There was a crack in it. Never again.
Not a crack.
Not a crack.
Yeah. Let's just say I got very upset and
Call of Duty.
no, that's another story for another time.
Anyway, back to the movie.
Yeah, back to the movie. Yeah, that manager was totally out of line, and regardless of how much of a dick he was, he should never have said anything like that to a guy who just got out of rehab.
Yeah, here's the thing. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care, but that doesn't give him
He
the
he
right.
he states that very No, you're right. He's in the wrong. I don't think it's a flaw for the movie to have him do that. It is in the manager's character to do that from what have
Well,
seen of him.
I
He does
think
not give
it's
a shit.
I think it's too late into the film.
Really?
It's too late into the film where there's not enough time to because the movie was already inching past that 2 hour point, and suddenly they have to, and they were like, "Oh shit, this is Star is Born." The dude has to kill himself because that's how it goes in every version of A Star is Born. The uh, the singer songwriter who's the alcoholic has to
Yeah.
kill himself in the end. That's just
Mm-hmm.
how it is.
Yeah.
And it feels like this could have been the one that deviated and let him live, but he has to kill himself.
Well, I used to like about the movie a lot that it actually could have worked out well in the end for him. That's what I really like about that ending. That if things went differently, if say Gaga didn't go to her concert or things like that, things would have actually worked out really well for him and her. That's made very, very clear by the ending when there's a lot of people watching because as much as the movie makes the point to say that no one really knew Jack, people like Jack. A lot of people did.
Yeah.
And the manager was told, and the manager was wrong about him essentially leading
Allie's career downhill.
Downhill. He was wrong about that, and that's very clear because if they played together, if the tour was done with Jack and Allie, it would have been a happy ending for them. But that's not how things went, and that is the sad reality of it. And trust me, when I first saw the movie, it made me absolutely angry that the manager didn't get his comeuppance, but no one knew about it. That's the worst part about it. No one knew about it.
And the film is hard to watch because of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think in those last like 10 minutes, it's really, really tough to watch because you know what's coming.
Yeah, there's just, and even throughout the whole third act, there's just a lot of payoffs with characters and emotions, like Sam Elliott, Bradley Cooper's brother in the movie.
Yeah, when he after he gets out of rehab and he tells him, you know, you
I idolize
inspired
you,
me. I
not
idolized
dad.
you, not dad. And Sam Elliott,
My God.
what a for some reason, Bradley Cooper just said, "Yeah, all these actors that nobody ever wants to work with, I'm gonna give them like Oscar level performances in this film."
Yeah. My
Sam
God, it was
Elliott,
good.
Dave Chappelle, Lady Gaga, like actors you would never, Greg Grunberg, like actors you would never think
Hmm.
would get that kind of like role.
And Sam Elliott
Or
is really good, by the
selling.
way. He's a really good actor.
He
I
is.
haven't seen him in
He
many
is,
things.
and people, love him for it. But he's got a reputation,
Also, he never ages, so
and his mustache still
look,
makes him hard to hear out of.
yeah, he looks the same.
He really does.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
he's Sam Elliott.
yeah, I really like Sam Elliott's and Bradley Cooper's chemistry in this movie too.
Yeah, they're great together. Anthony
They're great.
Ramos, our boy Anthony Ramos, was in the film.
Mm-hmm.
Which I know you forgot when we watched In the Heights. I was like, yeah, he was in Stars Born. And you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, he was kind of just no, he wasn't just there. He was more present now that I fucking knew about him.
Yeah.
But yeah, gotta give him props for the role he played. For
Yep.
he was a very good friend.
Yep. And you can tell that's how he actually talks in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that either. I mean, a side note: Anthony Ramos' career is gonna fucking take off, right? Like
He's
it
gonna be in
has to,
Transformers.
right?
So
Like
yeah,
that guy's. If anybody deserves to become a movie star, that guy does.
he does.
He really does.
He's gonna be in a few.
He's got the
He's
talent,
he's young, handsome,
and
Hispanic.
he's got the talent.
Yeah.
He's got the. He's really got like leading man charisma.
He can sing.
Him and Simu Liu, like they've got leading man charisma. They've got it.
Yeah.
Like their careers are gonna take off.
More
Simu
a boy
Liu.
than Simu Liu.
Yeah, I want to see them both, But yeah, Anthony Ramos, like he's got it.
So he is in his prime right now. He's gonna get better.
He is. Just keep giving him good directors. Good scripts.
Oh yeah, Bradley Cooper's really good.
Oh man, can I just say fuck Bradley Cooper?
Would you?
Fuck Bradley Cooper. Who gave that man that much talent?
Yeah.
Who gave that man that much talent? Like,
you know who it was? It must have been Clint Eastwood. It must have been Clint Eastwood. He was like.
This man can act his ass off. He can now sing and direct.
Mm-hmm.
And he can sing good.
Also, he's really handsome.
Really
that's,
good. Right. And
that's irrelevant, but he's really handsome.
And he's really handsome. Fuck that guy.
He can also voice act, by the way. He's Raccoon. He's Rock Raccoon.
He can voice act.
You wouldn't believe it.
Oh, he's got another film in pre-production right now.
Oh, he's directing.
Yeah.
Oh god.
No date for it yet, but it's another romance film.
Hey.
Oh, a period piece.
Oh. Yeah. What the fuck is that? For what?
A period piece.
No, for what?
1946.
Oh.
Yeah, so a 40s film.
So World. No, that's after World War. Well, it must be one like after World War II. Like
right after World War II. Right.
Yeah. Like I imagine it's like a fucking soldier coming back home to his wife, and it's gonna be like a story about him being a drunken man and the struggle between both of them, and then he's gonna kill himself.
25-year marriage and 3 children.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Wait, Like that's after, like he's gonna come back. Wife's pregnant. Oh,
No,
we're gonna live,
no,
or
it doesn't say anything about the war. It just says the complex love of Leonard and Felicia from the time they met in 1946 at a party, continuing through 2 engagements, a 25-year marriage, and 3 children.
I mean, if you're gonna have it in 1946, you might as well mention World War II. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still really like World War II.
Yes. Yeah, it's him.
I like,
He's he's starring and directing with Carey Mulligan.
yeah.
Carey Mulligan is in the film.
I don't know who she is, but I like Bradley Cooper's in
She's
it.
just she was in Drive.
Was
And
she
I
the
think she,
main woman?
yeah,
Ah,
and I think she either just won an Oscar or she won like a Golden Globe for Promising Young Woman,
oh.
which is apparently a very good film. I have not had a chance to watch it, but I've
Well,
heard
Drive is a really good film.
yeah, I've heard nothing but good things though about Promising Young Woman. Oh, Clancy
Yeah, well, you
Brown's
know
in
what?
it.
Next time we Clancy Brown's in it.
Yeah.
Ooh. But you know what? Talking about Drive, maybe next time we could talk about Drive, Baby
Yeah,
Driver,
totally.
which is better. Who
Baby
knows?
Driver. Anyway,
You team both of them.
back to A Star Is Born.
Match for Star is Born.
Back to A Star Is Born. Yeah, I guess we should talk about Lady Gaga. We've been dancing around that, haven't we?
Yeah,
She's great in the film.
he's great.
She's great.
He's great. What I like most about her performances is how real she feels. Like
Yeah,
the moments where she's just feeling overwhelmed with winning something, being in front of a crowd after
it never
singing.
feels
It's just
disingenuine. Yeah,
it's real.
it feels real. Which I guess
She take
props
like
to Bradley Cooper for getting her
hmm
there.
like when she found out that she's nominated for
Nominated for
an Emmy.
three
Yeah,
Grammys.
for three Emmys. Yeah,
Grammys.
Grammys. We will.
Emmys
Grammys.
TV.
There we go. Emmys is TV. Yeah, for 3 Grammys, she stopped to think about it.
And it's
Like
a long shot.
it's 20 seconds of her like what the fuck,
Just
and then
like, yeah.
and then she lets it out.
She's just sitting there like taking it in and going, fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah. Which I love
And then oh man.
yeah. I guess like I really like I loved the first hour of this film. The first hour is my favorite part of it.
Pretty fun.
And then the second hour is like it's still good, but it definitely the movie slows down a little bit and it's not as interesting. Which is weird because that's like the part where the movie should actually get more interesting. Is now
I think I want to call it. I think I would call it very interesting because it's the start of the downfall between Jack and Allie. Their relationship, how it's
yeah.
breaking.
I don't know. For me, that's where it started entering a little bit of been there, done that. Like, not to say it is bad. Like, I'm not arguing that it's bad. It's done well.
You think it's just the worst part of the movie or the worst act of the movie?
It's just it's the least interesting part of the film for me. Just the second half.
All right.
Not to say that it's bad. It's just that part of it always dragged on for me a little bit. I do think the movie's a little too long. I don't know about you.
I think we'll get a lot out of the second act with I was going to mention the bathroom scene where they're arguing, and I was going to compliment.
Call them what? I can't hear you. There we go.
So I think I'm muted.
No, you weren't muted.
Oh, and I could hear you just fine.
Yeah, but I couldn't hear you. If you were talking, I couldn't hear you.
Weird. Well, what was the last thing you heard?
Last thing I heard was, well, this is why, and then nothing, and then I just didn't hear you.
What about before that? Like, what was the topic about?
Second half.
Second half. Oh yeah, yeah. I think we got a lot of out of the second act, and I was gonna mention the bathroom scene, which was also gonna be me complimenting Lady Gaga's performance there because when they're arguing and the way she just mocks Bradley
Mm.
in a very agitated yet amused tone, that felt real. Like it felt like they were
Yeah,
like actually just arguing about a fight. Like I was afraid she was gonna throw the cup at him.
I fully expect her to just like. I've been watching too much of The Sopranos. I fully expected Bradley Cooper to just knock her, to just like throw a haymaker at her. I've been watching too much of The Sopranos.
It seems clearly,
Yeah,
but yeah, him and like mentioning how talented his father was compared to her about the whole Pinky thing. That was like really says a lot about what you thought about your dad.
yeah,
And then there's the part where he called her ugly. And what I like about that is not the fact that she's ugly or anything like that. It's the fact that he called her that.
mm,
That's what really got her.
yeah,
And it wasn't even like with her face. It was just the way she was acting, doing just all her performances and whatnot being fake. That's basically it. And it's like, yeah, it just shows how much he cares about the craft and how much he wants her to succeed by being her
mm,
than with how she started, not what they want her to be when they think about her. And man, if only he said that to the manager before everything happened.
yeah.
If only.
If only. It's one of those stories where it's like, oh, this isn't gonna work out, is it? It reminds me a bit of La La Land, except in the sense where like these two people are like they'll balance each other out. In La La Land, those two motherfuckers weren't gonna work that out at all. That wasn't gonna work because
Yeah.
that's what La La Land is about. It's about a toxic relationship that it isn't good for anybody.
And they still love each other.
They still do, but it was never gonna work,
Yeah.
which is what makes La La Land very, uh, sad.
Yeah.
But I think,
Yeah, man, you know what? These movies that just take us to the world of in the industry with music, acting,
yeah,
like they're
there's something I always loved about this film. No score,
mhm.
no score. It is all just the music in the movie that they're playing. Like,
Oh yeah, I guess it's worth noting how good the music is in the movie.
oh man, I actually have some of the album on my phone. Um, I remember when I first watched it, and the first song came on, Black Eyes, and I remember being just floored.
Yeah.
I was like, "There's no way that song is that good."
Did they actually film it in stadiums? No, not stadiums.
So what
Arenas or
happened
stage.
was they didn't build a thing. Those were all real stadiums,
Yeah, no, I stages. Sorry, stages.
stages. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, of course I would assume that well, yeah, but were those people actually there?
So what happened with that particular opening scene was they didn't hire any extras. They literally a lot of the like people that are in Bradley Cooper's like band, I guess,
Mhm.
are like an actual band.
Oh, okay.
And so they were having a concert, and then Bradley Cooper showed up because he was working with them to do the music for the movie, and he just performed, and they
And
filmed
I
it
loved it.
so that the reaction of the crowd is the real reaction of the crowd.
Wow.
Yeah. So they did that a lot with the rest of the performances in the film. They
Yeah, I was
were
gonna
all
say with
unreal.
everything else
Yeah.
inside of the life. Starring Alec Baldwin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Allie.
Ali. God, that was bad.
He was there for a second, man.
No, it's
There was
just
a
the
lot.
transition.
There's a lot of cameos in A Star Is Born. I'm now realizing, like a
There?
Halsey is in there for a second.
Late Chappelle, of course.
Well, Dave Chappelle, I guess you could call it a cameo. He's in like two
I
songs.
guess,
but-
yeah. It was brief,
Yeah.
but surprised to see him there.
Yeah.
But his character was important in the end.
Yeah. Man, that just made me go like, man, I want to see Dave Chappelle in more movies.
You should see the Chappelle show.
I have it on my list. It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
Also, the film has a very small cast overall.
Yeah,
There aren't very many people in it.
which is fine.
Yep.
Really, it's a film about 2.5 people.
2.5 people.
Yeah. Sam
Yeah.
Elliott. Bob? Yeah, Bob. That's his name. That's what they call him.
Bobby.
Bobby, yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby, Jack, and Allie. Yeah, I like how the performances in the movie told a story too. Like each song performance told a story.
Yeah.
And I don't know how intentional it was, but the Saturday Night Live performance was, in Jack's words, ugly. Not like.
Yeah, it was when I was watching it again, I kind of knew what he meant.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's just generic pop song. That's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not her.
It's not her.
So like it was definitely cool understanding that this the third time watching it.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, this movie's smart.
No, it's well written. Yeah. For me, this is the reason why I watch this movie is for those performances, and not so much the overall plot. I really just come and stay for those performances.
I like the actors
And the music.
or
and the music.
I like the actors, and man, even the characters. I like the characters a lot.
Yeah. I like the characters. I like the romance, and I like the performances the actors are doing, and the music. Music is great. I guess there's really not much like bad we can say about the songs.
Not at all.
Especially "Shallow," which is the big song of the movie.
Perfect. Oh man,
that song "Shallow" is ridiculous in how good it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
shallow.
in the shallow.
In the shallow. I'm in the shallow. Oh yeah, you have man. What I like mentioning the shallow once more. When Ali had to perform the shallow without Bradley, you could tell visibly that she was bothered by that fact.
Yeah.
And with the way she sang it too, like you're not all there, are you?
It's like nope, you cannot do this like that.
Oh man, you know what's really fucked up?
What?
When it cut to the dog sitting at the garage because
and you could see a Bradley hanging.
Yeah,
Yep.
like oh.
Yeah.
Didn't notice it the first time. Like, oh, that's fucked up. I didn't think they were gonna show it, but they actually did show it in a way. Oh, and the poor dog was there, just sitting there. Like, oh, it's really sad.
Oh, what a good dog, though.
What a good dog that is. He got steak.
Yeah, it's a good boy.
This is a really good boy.
Man, this is just a good movie overall. Like,
this is a really good movie.
I don't know. Like, there's really not like a whole lot to talk about with it. It's just really well directed. It's
definitely in the juggernauts of those like Whiplash and La La Land. And that juggernaut. But Whiplash is better. Don't fucking get me wrong.
Yeah, I was about to say like Whiplash. This isn't even close to Whiplash.
No,
Uh,
because Whiplash is like a 12 out of 10.
but it's also a very different movie. Very, very different film.
It gives us perspectives on the industry, how you get there, and what it may cost you.
Yeah.
They
Well, A
there's
Star Is Born.
there's a lesson to learn
is-
from both of them.
Definitely. A Star Is Born's main lesson is don't be an alcoholic.
Yeah.
No alcohol. No drugs.
No alcohol, no drugs. Yeah.
Whiplash is don't be a student of J.K. Simmons.
we gotta talk about Whiplash because that movie's perfect.
Eventually, I gotta watch it again. I haven't seen it in a very long time.
Ooh.
Yeah. I actually.
Whiplash. Dude, why is Whiplash so fucking good?
I don't know, man. It's just a good movie.
Oh man, is it my favorite of the last decade? Is it my favorite? Ooh, I don't know. But it's really good.
Ooh, I gotta send you something. Ooh, I gotta send you this. Hold on. This is totally off the cuff, but I have to send you this because I just found this and I don't know how I didn't find it.
All right.
Open that up.
I'm going to open it up. How much? How much?
That's
How much?
let me see. Running for. Does not say. Cheapest you can get it, $52.95. Because it's old and it was an exclusive. But a little magic.
Oh, it is a really good movie.
It is. But you can get the standard Blu-ray right now for $15.
And that is actually not a bad cover either.
The Steelbook, yeah. And then the 4K runs 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
Well,
the 4K cover is Miles Teller in the drums of the suit when he's performing Whiplash at the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, we totally should talk about Whiplash at some point
And
as
La
well.
and La La Land too.
And La La Land. Yeah. Totally.
Because I haven't seen La La Land since I saw it first time.
Yeah, same here. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I saw it when I saw it, which was around 4 years ago, and then I saw it again when I bought it.
Well, not 4 years ago. Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Make me feel old.
Yeah, for me, like A Star Is Born. I guess if we want to like start concluding, Star Is Born is a really, 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 really well made movie. The performances are what I come and stay for. I have a few like problems with the final like 20 minutes of the movie that kind of sour it for me. But overall, I this is just a really good movie. It was totally worth the hype, and makes me and it's part of the reason why I'm so excited for House of Gucci, because I'm just excited to see Lady Gaga in a movie again.
Yeah. Very different performance though.
Very different performance. She's
I don't
playing
think it's gonna
like
be as real.
Well, no, she's
'cause
playing she's
really...
playing a character in that movie.
Right, and it felt real.
Well, no, I mean in House of Gucci, there she was just playing Lady Gaga. She put a lot of herself into that. You can tell.
I guess she did.
And also, it probably didn't hurt that. I mean, there was a lot of. I don't want to get into celebrity gossip, but there was and are still lots of rumors that Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga were seeing each other because the chemistry was too good.
Like, yeah, that is clear. Because did you? I don't know if you saw the performance they had in the Oscars.
At the Oscars, yeah, I remember. It was so uncomfortable. They were so like close.
Like they were close, and the way they looked at each other's eyes, like, oh, wait a minute.
Whoa, there's something else here, isn't there?
There's something ain't right here, Chief. No, Bradley, stop it.
Yeah, I mean, if he can get that, you know.
I mean, he can get anyone.
He probably could.
Let's not get ourselves.
Also, Bradley Cooper put a lot of himself into Jackson, Maine, as he went through rehab. He was a suffering alcoholic and drug addict, so he put a lot of himself into that.
No wonder it was so fucking natural.
Yep.
You know, it's also
everyone was very natural in
the movie.
Like, oh man, even if it was him being himself, it felt like a very different Bradley Cooper performance.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's him mumbling, the way he moved, but it didn't feel like Bradley Cooper sometimes, or a lot of the times actually.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
man, if I compare this fucking guy to the guy in Hangover, like, what the fuck? Who are you?
Or if you compare him to like The Hangover or like Guardians, where he plays Rocket Raccoon.
Well, he's a raccoon.
Yeah.
He has a different voice too.
Or he pulls on a different voice. Or if you ever watch the movie American Hustle, he's very different in that movie too. Or even the A-Team.
Or in The Mule. He was in The Mule.
Limitless, American Sniper.
Oh yeah, he was in American Sniper.
Yeah. Or Wedding Crashers. I don't even know if you remember Wedding Crashers.
I do. Oh my god, he looks so different.
No, you try watching Wedding Crashers. Try watching the movie Yes Man, which he was in with Jim Carrey. Yeah. He played the best friend. He played the best friend. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
He did.
God. So he's a good comedian too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously we know that with yeah. He's also going to be in Guillermo del Toro's new movie that's supposed to come out on December 17th.
Oh, this year?
Yeah. It's called Nightmare Alley. Yeah.
A horror?
It's Guillermo del Toro, so probably. Psychological thriller.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. And it's a remake of a 1947 film.
Wow.
Yeah.
But we never heard of it.
Nope. Yeah, it's
nice.
Guillermo del Toro, Kate Blanchett, Toni Collette, Willem Dafoe, Richard Jenkins, Rooney Mara,
oh my God,
Ron Perlman, and David Strathairn.
That's a cast?
That's a cast right there.
Willem Dafoe, fuck.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh my God.
It's another second movie in a row he's done with Richard Jenkins. And
this is first with Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. Well, Guillermo del Toro, he has an Oscar. Let's not forget. He has 2 Oscars. He won Best Director and Best Picture.
For the same movie?
Yeah, for Shape of Water.
I haven't fucking seen that yet.
I haven't either. My grandmother did.
I'm guessing it was good.
She didn't like it.
Oh.
It was too scary for her.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
The fuck? She's gonna love Pan's Labyrinth.
She's never. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
I have. Scared the shit out of me.
It's fucking terrifying.
The movie's terrifying.
I don't know if it's the Spanish Tissa man beating a man with a bottle. Like, oh fuck.
You know what did it for me? When the creature did
the
the thing with the eyes, the hand eyes, that shit just scared the fuck out of me, and I don't know why. I think it's because that shit was real.
It was worse when I ate the fairies.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's so gross. Oh no, this movie's terrible.
Guillermo del Toro, he's one of my fucking heroes. Like, I don't want to derail this too much, but Guillermo del Toro is one of my fucking heroes. He's one of my favorite directors.
Oh yeah,
of
course.
I mean, just as a person of Hispanic heritage, like that man having the success that he does.
What is your favorite movie of this? Pan's Labyrinth?
I mean, Hellboy.
Oh.
Hellboy is probably my favorite.
Golden Army or
Hellboy 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Hellboy 1. But I also haven't seen a lot of his library. I've seen Pacific Rim, the Hellboy movies, and then Pan's Labyrinth, and that's it.
I guess you're.
I've seen a lot of stuff he's produced.
Well, I don't want to say you're. I don't want to say I guess you are but you are impressed by his practical work because it's the best there is.
His practical work is ridiculous.
Yeah.
What he does. But also the guy. Oh no, I forgot. He made Blade 2. I'm stupid.
Oh my God, he did.
He did do Blade 2. I've seen that.
Well, it's good. That's a good one, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not fucking Trinity.
Nope. But I've seen a lot of the stuff he's produced. I've seen more of what he's produced than what he's actually directed.
Yeah.
And
I
I
would
guess
love.
written. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. I've seen about 4 of his movies: Pan's Labyrinth, Pacific Rim, Hellboy 1 and 2. That's probably it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen his produced work.
Yeah, you definitely have. The guy's name is
It's
on a lot of
just like
things.
it's just like Death Stranding.
Oh, for fuck! Let's forget about Death Stranding. All
Or,
right,
you know, I think they will make a good movie together, Kojima and Del Toro.
you make a movie no one would understand. But yeah, I guess let's give some final thoughts from you and then a rating, and I'll give my rating.
A Star is Born is the movie that always fucking gets me in the heart, the feels. Whether it makes me feel uncomfortable with some scenes, happy, sad, or angry. It is a very effective movie in what it does. I think the characters are the strongest part of the film, especially with the 3 main ones that stick out: Bobby, Jack, and Allie. Their relationship, which is great. The history toner from them is great. The acting is on a whole other level. Bradley, Lady Gaga, and Sam Elliott just knock it out of the park. And the performances are stellar, symbolic, and they tell a story, as we said. And the songs are no joke, except for the one in Saturday Night Live. That was bad. Purposely though. That's the thing. It's just planned. Like the fucking Cardi B write this. Get out of here, Cardi B. Go. This movie makes me like country music. Can you believe that?
That seemed more like rock to me than straight up country. Country has a specific sound. This is straight up rock.
Country rock, modernized. Yeah. That's what it felt like,
Sure.
I wanna take my horse to the old town road. I wanna ride till I got no more. Overall, I kind of fucking love The Star Is Born. My feelings of it are that it is a 10 out of 10, but separating it a little bit, it is a 9 out of 10.
Just a straight 9?
9, objectively and subjectively, I love it. It's a 10, but yeah, it's a 9.
Well, then what brings it down for you?
Huh?
What brings it down from a 10?
I guess it might be the I don't know how to say this. It's odd, but I think the movie could have been a little longer.
Totally could have.
Yeah.
Which would, support
maybe,
my point.
Yeah. You kind of hit the chord with some missed stuff that could have been established a little longer. I think the movie did a good enough job on making everything make sense and earned, but things kind of just
happen.
Whooshed. Yeah. Something just whooshed away. Like, could have done something with that. Like, I totally would have had more of the manager and Jack, more scenes of that, so that maybe we could get a little bit more out of the manager's side. Because everything we see of him is, no, Ali, don't do this, do that, do this, do that. Like, yes, you are a dick, but can I get something from you other than being some British prick that acts like a prick?
Mm.
And maybe Dave Chappelle, because
I would love to see more Dave Chappelle.
I would see more Dave Chappelle, like maybe him comforting, because man, that's really important, because he's the reason why they got fucking married too.
Mm-hmm.
So like for him to actually be like in the end comforting Ali, maybe him being in the therapy session with his friend, his best friend, as from what we see, that would have been fucking neat.
Yeah, the A&A meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the A&A meeting he wouldn't be in, but there could have been a scene with him in rehab.
Yeah, he could
Dave
have
Chappelle
him.
seeing him, in rehab.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just some missed stuff from a really well-made film.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're right there with each other. I already gave kind of like my final thoughts, but I'm actually going to go on a higher score with you because my emotional feelings actually put this movie on like an 8.
Ooh.
Because this movie puts me in a place I don't want to be, which is why I don't really want to watch it often.
Just be a singer.
Just don't be a singer.
Be a drummist.
Could watch Whiplash anytime.
No, I could watch it any fucking time, bro.
But A Star is Born, for me, I guess if we're calling it objective, this movie's like a 9.5.
Mm-hmm.
It has very, very few flaws. It could have used maybe another 10, 15 minutes. Or maybe you could have cut some things in the middle to kind of give that other stuff some time. But I don't really know what you cut. Yeah, it's a great film. 9.5 out of 10. Highly recommended if you haven't seen it. But yeah.
Almost made me cry. But I'm not a pussy, so I'm not gonna cry. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
That's my heart.
He says he's not a pussy. Wait until he talks about Demon Slayer.
Oh, no.